Okay, should be live now, I think. Everyone should be able to see. Hello everyone, those who are watching, or will be watching in the future I should say. Gonna be doing some more fighting of Malenia. Hello! Hello, hello, hello. Oh, this is the best part. This is the best part of this. Really boring start. Gotta wait to get summoned. So this is gonna be a very boring start to the stream. I don't need those. I think I'll just stick with my katanas for now. Might mix it up later on. So yeah, I Yep. Don't really know what to say right now. Just duck. Well, there aren't any ducks in this game, so I don't think that'll help very much. Unless you're telling me to duck, because I can do that. But I don't know how that's going to help either. Well, you see, this isn't really ducking so much as crouching, and it mostly just has to deal with stealth. It's more about sneaking up on people than it is about avoiding stuff. I've not seen any attacks you could duck under. And there are birds, but they're not ducks. So hello, Quirst. Ooh. He is, getting buffed up. Respectful bow. Stabbed himself again. He's getting serious mode. Right. First fight of the night. thought I got hit there. And there, I definitely should have got hit there. She like passed her blade over me. Ow, I did get hit there when I didn't think I was going to. He staggered her out of her move, nice. Even hit her and she flipped on me. Ooh, nice. I would have been hit for sure if he hadn't hit her there. Oh, that sucks. That's a bad. Oh well. The move catches a lot of people. It caught me the first few times I saw it. I think it's because, like, you gotta dodge a lot later than you think you do. Like, you can't just dodge before she moves. You have to wait until she's coming down onto you to dodge, or else you're gonna get hit. And you're gonna get killed. Pretty much no matter what. Like, I think the only person I've ever seen survive the initial hit got out of the way using a dash. What kind of character am I? My character is a... Let me go to my stats. My character is dexterity based. My damage stat is dexterity, so I use really like quick weapons like my katanas, the twin blades I was using last time, and I got a couple of rapiers I was trying out. But it's like fast weapons like that, and I've got a little bit of the arcane stat, which lets me wield like the bloody sword I've got here, because arcane dictates certain status effects like bleed and poison, and there are weapons based on it. Like this one, it's got the 20 arcane requirement there. So I'm more of like a melee-based, fast-hitting character with a little bit of the bleed status in there. I forget what they're called. I got this set off of an enemy, the armor set that I'm wearing. I'll have to look at it after this attempt. Remember what it's called. Because it's not really supposed to be like a oh, I jumped at the wrong time there. I didn't even realize that the host is using arrows. Way. I stopped way too early there. The set I'm wearing, I've been wearing for a while. It's the one I was going for on this character because of the ears. And honestly, it's kind of grown on me. I really like how the cloth is all like flowy and stuff. I like the designs on the boots, especially. You'll see them whenever I'm done. They look really cool. Not the greatest armor set though. Its defense is kind of low. Not that that matters. Connection error, really? That's annoying. But yeah, my set is Night Maiden is what it's called. And Nox, I guess, but they're like people that live underground, kind of shunned by the main society, I think. Let me look at the actual description. Let's invoke the ire of the greater will. Yeah. First line, they were invoked the ire of the greater will, so they're like underground, kind of, yeah, banished deep underground. They're basically like people that are shunned by the upper society. Maybe, I don't know. But yeah, like the pattern on the boots there, I really, really like that. How it's like can't really describe it, but like the way it's like set there, I really like that detail, and I really like how flowy like the coat is. Dr. M. Ooh, he's got whips. Got dual whips. Yeah. It might honestly be my favorite armor set in the game at this point. Like, there are others I like, but I've really grown on this one. Like, at least in terms of looks. Oh yeah, the whole fox thing, that's part of the reason I picked it, was the ears. Ooh. Oh, he mistimed it. That sucked. Poor guy had the right idea, just didn't time it right. But yeah, that's actually why I picked the outfit for this character. My character is actually named the Phantom Fox. So I went with this whole outfit because of the ears, and now it's grown on me. Yeah, I mean, if you see my name and then you see the ears, it's like, it's not that far of a stretch. Yeah, I've been mulling over username change for a few days now, and I decided on Nova. I really like the way it flows, like the whole thing. And I want to do the VTuber thing, and I feel like it suits a lot better. It always feels kind of weird whenever I change my username, but every time I do, I always feel more satisfied with it after. Like, I guess it's because I put more thought into it and, like, look at the things I don't like about the previous one. Gerald! His blade's on fire. Yeah, I saw you had changed yours. Oh man, he just jumped right in and took a massive amount of damage. I will say that's something I learned the hard way. Is you really can't just jump into this fight and like start hitting her immediately. Like that, she'll just smack you around if you do. That was close. She jumped like right as I did. I thought she was after me for a second there, but she wasn't. She just happened to land on both of us. That might be my favorite move she does. They're just simple up and down. Really, really easy to dodge. Really easy to punish. And it has a definitive endpoint. Unlike a lot of her moves where it's like you're never safe after she uses them. Stop following me, guy. You're gonna get us both hit. These guys have got me playing way too recklessly. Normally I'd be a lot more careful than this. Heal up. Alright, made it to phase 2. Nobody's dead. Connection's fine. Let's get Gerald through this. I ran in too early. She spun onto me. I don't appreciate that. She's almost dead. Okay, we did it. Good job, guys. Good job. Success. What was that, the third summon? Third time I've been summoned? Not a bad start. Glad that worked out, because I was playing way more recklessly than I normally would. I think part of it is because I kept having to go into like soak aggro, or just I saw opportunities that I thought were good but they just got me hit anyway. But it worked out in the end. We got Gerald through. Sure, he's a happy camper. Sushi actually does sound kind of good. Say, even though I just ate like a little while ago. Yeah, I bet that surgery was pretty expensive. What did he get, like 5 teeth removed? Dr. M. See if we can't get you through this time, buddy. The thing I find funny is, you saw how she leapt at me like that at the beginning of the fight? She does that a lot. So 400 is a lot, and 80 is also a pretty decent amount. That's nothing to sneeze at. Dang it. Wasn't expecting that to be an insta-kill. He must not have that much health. Yeah. I mean, at the very least, you guys didn't have to pay that whole 1,600. That would have sucked really bad. Even so, paying 400 still sucks. I would not want to do that. Yeah, I bet. Probably would have and still would be a huge ball of stress. Yeah, that's always nice when you get payments out of the way. That's definitely one thing I'm looking forward to, is having stuff paid off, namely my car. Guess Dr. M gave up. Or decided not to summon me again, one of the two. Yeah, that's one thing I wanted to do with my taxes, but I didn't wind up getting to do it, was pay into my car payments. As long as nothing comes up next year, I might do that. 6 whole months, oh boy. It's already the end of July, so 6 months from now will be next year. Yeah, really? 6 months from now is January. So if you want to get real technical, you'd have to wait until next year. Just to make it sound all the more daunting. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna laugh if it's Dr. M. Nope. We got Frost this time. That's really interesting. That's like the second or third person I've seen using that same sword. Speaking of big swords, this guy's got the big sword. I walk up to her and she just immediately starts slapping me. Approach her, Frost. That'd be a bad idea. The funny thing is, that sword is literally just called Greatsword. It's just the Greatsword. Like, it doesn't even have a special name, it's just the standard Greatsword in the game. I think I have it on me. No, I don't. I actually didn't go and get it. Just now that I think about it, yeah, I didn't go get it. I skipped past it because I didn't want to fight all the dogs. Especially if I'm not going to be using it. That was quick. Not that I'm complaining. I wish it would be that quick every time. He's chomping on some jerky. And ready to go. He's also wielding rivers of blood in his right hand, which means he's going to mainly be using L2s. Yep, called it. Yep, come after me. Why did you run into that? You know that move is dangerous. Sorry, I got resummoned right away, so I'm already back in the fray. Ooh, we parried. Oh. I honestly don't like when people do that. Like, I get you want to be the hero and stuff, or whatever. Maybe I'm being rude, but like, whenever she's staggered like that, I really don't like when people, like, do the critical hit. Because it completely removes everyone else's ability to deal damage to her. And honestly, the critical hits in this game are a lot weaker than they used to be, at least they feel that way. So it feels like you're losing out on damage and keeping everyone else from dealing damage. Which I feel like just letting everyone wail on her for a couple seconds is going to do a lot more than just the one attack. Press the button. No, not the host! We're so close! Wow, she killed both of us in the end. She was not having it. Oh, man. That is the worst. She killed him right before the end. Like, if he had survived another 10 seconds, we would have got her. Oh. Hopefully we can get it this time. Because we almost had her that time with this crew, so hopefully we should be able to take her. goes the other summon. That's not good. Yep. I always get really paranoid when she goes up in the air like that and is facing someone other than me. Like, I know I'm not perfect at dodging that, but I've had a lot of time to learn the move, and I'm fairly confident in dodging it consistently. Like, I literally just dodged it perfectly in that last fight. So it's like, it's not even me trying to besmirch other people, it's more so just me, like, knowing that I can take it. I really would prefer if she'd come at me with that move. Like, I know how to dodge it pretty well, and even if I screw it up and die, it's like I'm the summon, like, I'm expendable. Like, if I die, the host still has a chance at winning. But if the host dies, it's over. That's, you know, game over. Gotta start over again. Like, the whole reason I'm here is to help the host. So if they're dead, I screwed up. Favorite part of the game? That is a really good question. Because, like, my favorite part of the game, it really depends on, like, what you're talking about. Because, like, my favorite boss is probably this one. There's a couple of other contenders, but I really, really like this boss. She has some frustrating design elements to her, but I think she's one of the better bosses in the game. Definitely a contender for the best boss. But, like, my favorite area of the game, like my favorite level, would probably be this place here, the capital city. It's a really, really well designed level in the game. It's like one of the best areas in the game. Also has one of my other contenders for best boss, funnily enough. Poor guy, he's really trying. I'm not giving up on you, Frost. We're gonna get you through this. Oh, we're lagging. We're lagging bad. She hasn't attacked yet. There we go. She finally launched an attack. This is... yeah, she's lagging like crazy. This is not good. Game, can you catch up? This is just... I'm waiting for a disconnect, because this isn't normal. The graphics in this game, From Software are really good at making these pretty games. Yeah, the lag is really bad. She's finally appears to have caught up, so that's good. Yeah, like the graphics in this game are probably the best they've ever had. Like, they've always just been really good at making like gorgeous games. Like even Bloodborne with all of its like grotesque imagery is still a really, really gorgeous game. Yeah. She looked like she was still doing a little bit of skating. Ah, I thought I was out of the way. That move is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Like, I got hit by the first part of it so many times that it took out like 90% of my health. Like, that really sucked because I was just kind of dead there. Because if I had dodged, like, when that hit had connected to me, that last one, if I had dodged right there instead... Oh, the wings, yeah. I'm not a big fan of all the, like, particles that come off of them in the fight. It's a little bit much, but the wings are really cool looking. Her whole, like, visual design is really cool. Because, like, her legs and her right arm, they're all prosthetics because the actual ones have, like, literally rotted off of her body. Like, I think her eyes might actually have also rotted away because, like, her face kind of looks like she... It doesn't look like she has eyes. Like, most of her face looks like it's kind of been affected by her rot as well. Yeah, this... I had to cosplay a character from here? Ooh. That is a tough one. I would really have to think about that. Yeah, I'd really have to think about that one. Looks like Frost must have given up too. Switch to my twin blades. I feel like changing it up. Look through my armor real quick, see if I can't get any ideas from that. That is one thing, like, the amount of armor in this game, like, you could just build cosplays off of that. Like, they're not even a specific character, just the armor set. This would be an interesting one to do. D's armor. He's literally got just another, like, body coming off of it, basically. And then, like, the gauntlets on it. You can't see it here, but the other one is silver, like the chest piece. I think the boots might be the same way. Oh, this is the best part about doing this, is the wait times for getting summoned. Like, it seems to come in bursts all my twin blades. Yeah, twin blades are pretty cool. I'm not actually too hard at either of them. That's not that good. Yeah, I've kind of set my character up to where I can just wield all these different kinds of quicker weapons. Funny thing is, I'm actually using them because I saw other people use them like this, having two of them like this. And the jumping attack is like that. It's really, really good if you can get it up close where it hits like multiple times. Especially because both of these that I have different status effects. Like this one does bleed, and this one I've got set up to do frost, which is similar to bleed in that it does just a chunk of damage when it procs, but it also like slows the enemy down a bit. This is really exciting. Yeah, the weapon on the left is actually one I can customize. So I can change out like what it can do, the different attacks it can do a little bit. Like that attack I just did, I can change that out to other stuff. I can change how it like scales and stuff to make it deal different types of damage. Oh, here we go. Also, I don't know if you were trying to do a pun there, but it kind of worked out. Cool. Frost. Being seen... I know how to speak words. I've been seeing that a bit lately. Oh man. This is their first time trying the boss on this character. And they've already taken damage. Oh, the Hoarfrost Stomp? Like the Ice Stomp that I did? Funny thing is that Hoarfrost Stomp that I did, the Ice Stomp, it's actually like, I don't know if it is anymore, but when the game first came out, it was apparently really broken. I didn't use it, I wasn't like trying to break the game, and I was also playing without like spoilers and stuff, but I heard that a lot of people just flat out broke the game a bit. So my attack had a little bit of tracking, which was interesting. I jumped into the air. The character spun around mid-attack to make sure. Yep, figured you were coming after me. And here we go. Oh, did I just get a bleed and a frostbite proc right next to each other? That is awesome. Oh no. Oh, she just got health back from their corpse. What? That's dumb. What? Why did I get hit 3 times there? I must have got hit when she like came up with the sword or something. I was not expecting for that to just kill me. That became a bad run anyway. She just got all of her health back with that one move. Like, she heals off of all of her attacks whenever she hits you, but like, it looked like she was hitting like the person who had already died and getting health back. I'm gonna have to watch that back later, because that, if she's getting health back off of corpses, that's dumb. Like, as soon as their health hits 0 and their character model has disappeared, they should stop being a viable source of her to heal from. Like, she shouldn't be able to heal off of someone she's killed already. Like, I know you can still attack people that are dead, and like, I know in Bloodborne you would be able to like heal off of people that are dead for a couple of seconds, but like after they like despawned or stopped moving, that was it. And it looked like she healed after that point, which, if that's the case, that is actually like, that is cheating. I don't agree with that at all. Like, while they're dying, their like player model is still there, I maybe could see that, but like once their player model has like poofed and disappeared, that's it. She shouldn't heal anymore because there's no one to heal off of. Because like, we had her at like, I think it was like half health. Like, we had her pretty low from where she started, and she was like, she had more health than when the second phase had started. So yeah, like I said, I like this boss, but this boss has problems. She has got a lot of problems. Yeah. That really sucks too, because that was like, that was a really, really good phase 1. We were on top of it, and then phase 2 rolls around. Which, that happens a lot. Phase 2 will roll around, you're doing real good, and then just, she's got those moves that just make everything 10 times more difficult, and she just ruins everything. Honestly, the move she did right there, I'm really not a fan of it. Like, the way it's designed is just, I don't think it's necessarily a bad move, but I don't think it's a great move either. It's like, she leaps way up into the air where you can't really hit her. She just flings out a bunch of like phantom images of herself that, if you stay locked onto her, are somewhat difficult to even see, because your character, like, she's basically put your camera like about here. Yeah, she put your camera about like here, and it makes the phantom things difficult to see, and they already deal a huge amount of damage, so it just makes things a bit more difficult than they need to be. I love when I get summoned in and someone like buffs up like that. Like they spend a good 15 seconds just buffing themselves, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm just here. Just waiting for you to walk through the door. Definitely not letting you grab me while I'm below above half. I should just shut up. I already ruined the sentence. If I'd have hit her. If I would have hit her. If I would have hit her there, she would have flipped onto me and Samson wouldn't have died. That's not even my fault, because I jumped and my character just didn't move far enough forward to tag her before she moved. It's like, if I would have hit her even once, that would have been enough to, like, flip her aggro. At least I think. I'm assuming it would have, but it would have flipped her aggro onto me, and Samson would have lived. And now he's probably not going to summon me again. Means more waiting. Waiting is just the best part of this. It's where all the fun comes from. I just realized that flame isn't properly centered on that candle. Are the other ones like that? Yeah, they're not centered on it. Well, you say that, but unfortunately Elden Ring characters cannot swim. They will drown if they go in water. So if I try to swim, I will die. Do you want me to die? Sorry, I just immediately rained on your parade, but... Yep, just end up sinking like a stone if you go into water. I'd show you, but there's no water nearby, and if I try to warp somewhere, it'll just remove my summon sign. Then if someone tries to come by and get summoned, I won't be here for them to not summon me. that cat waving? Oh yeah, that guy. Octopus? Don't know what that's about. I only asked because it's really small on my screen and I literally can't tell what it is. Oh, he's just going in with me. I see why, because they're a caster. What was that? Am I lagging? It feels like I'm lagging because, like, she's taking all kinds of weird hits. Like, everything just seems delayed. Like, she takes damage later, or reacts to damage later at least. Like that. Yeah, it's like her health is lagging more so than she's lagging. Cause like she's reacting mostly as yeah, there. I am lagging. Cause the bleed procced and then like went away. Like the damage reset. And there it is. There's the damage. That's what I meant. Like the host, the connection between me and the host is like. It's like there. The stagger from my hits is like, ah, crap. Like there. That was, I don't know what happened there. Like, I'm kind of terrified. I think I'm about to take a massive amount of damage. Like, I know these connections are unstable, but that was just weird. Like, because, like, she was moving just fine, and responding mostly fine, but like I'd hit her and she wouldn't stagger right away. And like she would take damage, but it would sometimes reset after I did it, and then like maybe 20 seconds later it would like finally go through to the host's end where she would then take the damage and the stagger like all at once. So it's like everything I did was just on a delay. Which in a way kind of saved me there. Yeah, I mean, I probably could have played through it. Like, it would have just been a headache. Because she, like, if I dealt the killing blow, she probably wouldn't have died for another, like I said, like 20 seconds or so. So it would have been a pain in the neck. But, like, I was dealing with it. Like, I could do it. It's just, it's not ideal.
You're beautiful.
I think this guy has a helmet on. I love how despite the fact that he was actively attacking her, as soon as I approached, she made sure to attack me. I don't want to sound rude, but I kind of felt like that guy wasn't going to last very long as soon as he jumped into her waterfowl dance. Like, I don't know if he's just never seen that move before, or like what, but like everyone I know of, like everyone I've helped, everyone I've seen fight her, like as soon as they know what that move does, they get the hell out of the way of it. It's what you should do. You want to get away from that move. It's really powerful. You don't want to jump into it like that. Like, even if it's tracking another player, it's still gonna do a ton of damage. It's really, really powerful. Oh, those are knives. Dual wielding knives. That's interesting. I've actually thought about doing that, but jarb.
Hey!
I thought it said jab, but it's jarb. Jarb giving everybody buffs. let's not do that. I love it when people use the dragon spells that obstruct your vision. Like, I get they're really powerful, but it makes it really hard to see what she's doing when you literally cover the entire battlefield in particle effects. Ooh. Accidentally rolled into it. Honestly, she is having a lot of trouble dealing with the combo we got going on here. Like, she's barely been able to do anything outside of her super moves. Yeah! Did it! Celebration! We did it! Yeah. See, that's why I really enjoy this. That was immensely satisfying, just rolling over her like that. I mean, even just fighting her normally is satisfying, but that was just like everyone was on point. Everyone was keeping her locked down. Like, staying out of the way of her big moves for the most part. Like, she couldn't do anything. Like, she barely even got to attack most of the time. Yeah, that was a good team effort. Like I said, I think it helped that everyone was really on point. Like, the guy using the dragon spells was like keeping the flames under her feet and keeping like stuff on her. The guy with the daggers, he kept using the like death aura dagger to keep her health draining. And then I was constantly there, like, on her interface, staggering her, keeping her aggro a lot so that the others could get their moves off. Because obviously casting their moves takes more time than it takes me to swing, so... kind of how I try to play in general. I try to keep her aggro as much as possible and kind of only rely on other people to take her aggro, like if I'm in need of healing. I was really lucky there. Like that's what I'm talking about. When you just keep her locked down like that, where she can't do anything. Like, those are generally the attempts where it's like, yeah, you're doing real good. You're probably gonna beat her as long as nothing crazy happens. Look at the amount of health she's lost already. It looks like she's got like poison or scarlet rot too. She's just taking, yeah, she's poisoned. Alright, another successful attempt. That was pretty crazy too. That was 2 in a row where everyone was just keeping her locked down. She couldn't do anything. That one even more so, like, aside from her waterfowl dance and her like flower dive, Scarlet Aeonia, she didn't really get a lot of moves off. She got some off, but she got staggered so much. Like, we were pretty much just free to wail on her. That was incredible. Funny, I know it's not even related, but I feel like I'm getting better attempts now that I'm using my twin blades. I think I got one good one with my katanas earlier. That's 2 in a row now. Pretty impressive. How many rune arcs do I have? 57? Yeah, there is definitely progress. I mean, that's the whole reason I'm here right now, is to help people defeat the boss, and getting through 2 in a row, that's pretty good. Like, it's very rare that I get 2 good fights in a row. Especially ones like that, where, like, nothing bad happens. Like, those are really, really smooth fights. Not gonna lie, if I could lock her down that easily by myself, I'd be so happy. Oh. Somewhat, at least. I do find her to be an engaging fight when you just fight her normally. I'm not sure about that hit. I was pretty far away from it. Tater tots. Could have just had curly fries earlier. Run, 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 run. Ooh. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, wow. Insta-killed by the bloom. How much damage did that do? Like 1,200? How much health did that guy have? Gotta level up your vigor, guys. Tater tots are better sometimes. I was really, really craving curly fries. I think they were trying to plan that first point to be when they popped up, but they were a little too early. Everybody munching on food. I don't really go to Arby's that much, so I don't actually know how their fries are, usually. Can't even remember the last time I actually went there. Is it? I mean, like I said, I don't really go there that often. I think I've been to the one in town like maybe 3 times. So I don't really have a good gauge on its quality, and I don't get very different things when I go to restaurants. I tend to get the same thing over and over. Oh. I was about to complain and then I get summoned. Like, I was literally about to complain. Attack there. Dodge, you fool. Dodge when I press the button. Positioned her perfectly for him to do that. Let me hit you, woman. Are we gonna have a cutscene enjoyer?
Wait.
going yet, guy. Now we go. Why did you send all the phantoms after him? It's like she knew I was ready for him. She knew I was ready for them, so she sent them after him instead. Like, she was even looking at me. Like, she was prepping to hit me with it, and then she sent all of them after him. That's really frustrating. It's one of those things I find really frustrating, is she can like adjust her moves on the fly like that to target other people, and usually it's just like one of her melee attacks, and it just results in her like initiating the move, looking at one person, and then like spinning around mid-swing to hit someone else. But that was just full on, she was looking at me, but she was looking at me the whole time, but launching the attack at the other guy. And like, if he was relying on her, like who she was looking at, to dictate his reaction, he would have been screwed there. Oh, staggered her right at the phase transition. She was gonna try to flip out on him, but it stopped her. Oh. And then she's coming to it. Hello there, RPG Master. Apologies for not talking. As you can see, I'm quite focused on the fight right now. Bit of footwork there. Ooh, nice. Oh, that's bad. Yeah, like I was saying earlier in the stream, the Nox set is probably my favorite set in the game. Ooh, I probably shouldn't have taken both of those. I pressed the dodge button. Nice. GG. Throw on my summon sign. That was a pretty good attempt. That was actually like a proper fight against her too, instead of just beating her into the dirt with a bunch of other people. Yeah. Hello, the Almighty One. How are you? If you're just arriving, hope I can provide some entertainment for you. Apologies if I sound a little stilted. I'm a little bit nervous. I'm good for the most part, just helping people fight this boss. If you just arrived, I actually just had a successful attempt at killing her that went pretty well. I've had a few successful attempts in the last, like, half hour or so. So we're getting people through her. This is the big issue, I'd say, right here with this, is sometimes it can take a while to get summoned. I've had a few gaps in the stream like this where it takes a minute. I think I'm gonna switch back to my katanas. Draconic Tree Sentinel, yeah, he's pretty tough. Not exactly one of my favorite bosses in the game, I'll tell you that. He can be a little bit annoying. I wouldn't say he's the worst boss, but he can definitely be frustrating. There's one pretty late in the game that gave me some trouble on my last playthrough. So you say you started last week. Other than being stuck on the Tree Sentinel, how are you finding the game so far? If you don't mind me asking. 'Cause I myself quite enjoy this game. I've sunk well over 400 hours into it at this point. It'd probably be more if I didn't have work. Here we go. She loves to open with a slash like that. She doesn't typically open with the grab early on though. Well, that's a rip. Can't really blame the guy though. A lot of people, I struggled with that move. I don't even need to talk about other people. I struggled with that move a lot. Don't know how to get the smithing stones for the Night and Fleet. You mean the somber smithing stones? For the most part, you're just gonna find them laying around as you progress. But your best bet for smithing stones in general is just to check in the mines as you go along. I know that's not great advice, but that's generally where I go whenever I start a new character. Yeah, no problem. I actually got to buff that. The buff that time. Forgive me for misspeaking there. I don't know what just happened there. That was a really bad call on my part. Ooh. And a connection error on top of it. Thank you, game. Just rub salt in my wound. Yeah. If you're on Draconic Tree Sentinel, you'd be in Altus Plateau, right? So I think that's the first place you encounter him. Yeah, that's pretty far in. How many shard bearers have you killed, like the main bosses, if you don't mind me asking? Yeah, Draconic Tree Sentinel is pretty tough. Godric the Grafted is one. Queen Renala in the Academy. Bosses like that, the ones that drop the Great Runes. Margit and Godric. Godric would be the only shard bearer out of those. So you've only killed one then? What was that other weapon you had? It looked like it was a mace. That'd be pretty interesting to have a mace and a greatsword. I didn't think that attack was gonna hit. Stamina there, I could have done a lot of damage. That's bad. Yep. It really frustrates me because, like, I want to help somehow, but, like, once she takes off after the host, there's not really anything I can do. I'm just kind of left to stand there and hope they can dodge. tips for a Draconic Tree Sentinel? Hmm. Tips in general? I think my biggest tip, if it's your first playthrough, just explore as much as possible. Generally want to try to keep up with NPCs. Also, just out of curiosity, since you're asking for tips, is this your first From Software game, or have you played like any of the Dark Souls games and stuff like that? First game? I think my biggest tip for you then would probably just to be patient in the boss fights. Try to learn their patterns and stuff. Especially learn like which moves you can capitalize on. Because there's a lot of moves that bosses will do that you just can't attack them while they're doing. And in this game especially, they'll have combo strings that go on a little bit longer than you expect. So you want to watch out for that. It's like, what I'm doing is a really good example. Like, if you watch me fight, there will be a lot of moves where it looks like it's safe to move in on her, but I won't. Because I'm looking for her actual combo finishers. Like, this isn't actually the best example of a fight right here, because she kind of is getting pushed around and using moves I can't capitalize on, but like, especially earlier in the fight, there were a lot of times where, see, like right there, like how I jumped in at her, I did that because I know that usually that move where she lunged forward, that's her grab. And I know that usually when she does that, she's not going to follow it up. And those are the types of things you want to like look out for and be aware of. It's basically just learning the boss's moveset is what I'm trying to say. Also, thank you. That was a pretty decent attempt, especially considering I was slightly distracted by talking. Yeah, I mean, just... Oh, it's no problem. Like, I was focused in enough to keep up with her. Like, I'd glance over at chat every couple seconds, but like, it's fine. As you can see, we actually managed to kill her, so it worked out. I mean, it'd be my fault if I screwed up, because I'm the one that's not focusing. Yeah, with these kind of games, the biggest thing they demand of you is just patience. Like, they'll really punish you for trying to be, like, headstrong and just bulldoze your way through them. Like, you have to respect what the boss is doing. You have to You have to play to their moveset. And some of the bosses in this game, I'm not gonna lie, are pretty bad. Like, even if you do beat them, they're not all that great. Like, I don't know if you've ever encountered one, but one of my least favorite bosses in the game is the ulcerated tree spirit. It's just like this big worm creature. This guy's got no pants on. Yeah, if you know that boss, I'm not a fan of that boss at all. It's way too flaily. It's hard to tell what it's doing a lot of the time, and it'll move around in a way that looks like an attack, but it won't be an attack. And then sometimes it'll like be attacking, and I can't tell what it's doing. So it's not great. Honestly, my best advice for bosses like that is just don't expect them to be fun. Like, it's pretty much just going to be you hack away at them until you win, pretty much. Oh, that was the hose, dang it. Well, that wasn't good. Trying to think of advice for Draconic Tree Sentinel specifically. Because that boss is... Can he go to sleep? I don't actually know. I've never tried. The only bosses I know about, like, being affected by sleep are ones I've heard about. I've never actually used any sleep stuff myself. Let me know how it goes. I'm interested to find out if he can be put to sleep too now. Oh man, I'm getting T-posed on. Right out of the gate. screwed that one up completely. That was not good. It always bums me out. Like, I know how to dodge that move, but sometimes I just get caught out by it like that. And, like, even if I get hit by the first part, I usually know how to, like, recover and not die, but that was just worst case scenario. I just didn't dodge at the right time and just got caught by all of it. Like, I took the whole attack. Looks like they weren't too thrilled by my performance because they're not summoning me again. Or they gave up. One of the two. Oh, you got him? Nice. Did the sleep actually work on him? Well, that's too bad. At least you got him, though. That's good. It's always satisfying when you take down a boss for the first time in these games. Well, I shouldn't say always. Usually satisfying. There are some cases where it's not that satisfying. Meteoric Ore Blade and Crystal Sword. I used the Meteoric Ore Blade on my mage character a couple playthroughs ago. I think it's a pretty good sword. I used it as an offhand though, so I never used its Ash of War. Yeah. Funnily enough, my I say it's a mage playthrough. It's more of like a spell sword because I mostly used Moonblade. Also, hello, King Majesty. How are you tonight? Level 119. You can actually respec your character if you defeat Renala. She's in the Academy of Rey Lucaria. Unfortunately, though, it only lets you like reset your stats, so you can like reallocate them. It doesn't actually like affect your weapons. So if you respec and try to use a different weapon, you still have to bring it up to where yours are. Yeah, the only issue is you have to defeat her first, and she's not really hard. She's not like a hard boss, but like she can be a bit of a pain, especially in her second phase. Well, unfortunately, you happen to join in when I'm not getting summoned, so not a whole lot of action going on right now. This happens a lot, actually. I go through periods where I don't get summoned by anyone, and then I'll get summoned a bunch of times. Just depends on if there's anyone here trying to summon me. You get great runes. You get them just from killing the shard bearers. If you want to know how to equip them, though, you have to go to the. Oh yeah, you're trying to get into the capital. You need 2 great runes for that. Because you said you killed Godric. Funnily enough, if you go kill Renala, you can actually get through. Because she has one of them. So if you want to respec, that kills 2 birds with 1 stone. I'll switch to my twin blades again. Because there's a couple other shard bearers you could potentially go for, but I probably would recommend you go for Renala, because the other 2 are quite a bit harder. Going to sleep? Well, if you're going to bed, good night. Thank you for watching. Not gonna lie, I'm probably gonna go to bed soon myself. It's getting pretty late. Hoping to get summoned at least one more time. But I'm not having any takers. Might not be anyone else around right now, because I'm not seeing any player phantoms either. I think I'm going to give it another couple minutes, and if I don't get summoned, I'm probably going to call it then. Not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping for a bit more of an exciting end to the stream than this, but it looks like it's just kind of gonna peter off. 'Cause it looks like there's no more player activity around here, which means I'm not gonna get summoned anymore. So I think I'm gonna call the stream here, everyone. Sign real quick. That being said, thank you everyone for tuning in and watching. I certainly hope you enjoyed. Sorry for the lame ending to the stream, but not much I can do about that. No one around. And with that being said, I will catch you later. Good night.